Hello, folks. My name is Maria Abreu from Abreu and Associates. Welcome to my channel. We are doing recordings that answer questions posted by subscribers. And I want to thank you for that feedback. Thank you for you guys are the ones providing the content for the videos. So that's absolutely ingenious. Thank you so much for taking the time to post your questions. This next question has to do with importing items and goods tax-free. And the question is, how long after getting your residency visa can you import items tax-free? This is a good question, okay? Anytime after being issued your residency card. It always concerns me when people say residency visa because residency and visa is not the same thing, folks. It's not the same thing. As a refresher, a visa is issued by a Dominican consulate abroad and it is placed on your passport. It is an entry document. That's all it is, okay? Now, residency is issued by the Immigration Department, and it comes in the form of a card, okay? A card. And the card will have the category of residency that you have been granted. It'll say temporary residency, it'll say permanent residency, it'll say investment residency, okay? So the card will actually say what category of residency you have been granted. Now, in order to import your personal effects duty-free, the requirement is that your residency card must actually be issued. This is important because a lot of people, are in the process of getting their residency, and then, they want to import, they want to bring the container in. If your residency hasn't been issued and your personal effects come into the country, you will not qualify for the tax exemption. Because the first thing that it is that the port authorities require is a copy of your residency card front and back and your cedula, okay? Now, what you have to be mindful of is that in order for the tax exemption to apply, you have to bring your household effects prior to living in the country for 182 consecutive days. So if you've been living in the country for more than 182 days and your household goods come in, your personal effects, the tax exemption is not applied, okay? Now this has to do with, laws that govern imports, exports, okay? So in order for them to apply the exemption, you must bring your household effects in prior to living 182 days consecutively in the country. This is why I tell folks, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, it is wise for you to obtain your residency prior to your actual move to the country. It's just going to save you a lot of headaches, and that's one of them, okay? Because if you decide to apply for residency when you actually moved into the country, now you're on the clock. And it happens with a lot of things because the tax exemption for the transfer of the first property that you buy also requires for the residency to actually be issued. Can't be in the process of obtaining residency. It must actually be issued. So if you first move here and then apply for residency, or buy a property and then apply for residency, you run the risk that the exemptions will not apply to you. So my advice to you, do your residency first, because you're not required to be here living in the country to have residency or to apply for residency. But if you have residency in hand, by the time you're ready to move to the country, by the time you buy that property, you will be able to take advantage of all of the tax exemptions that come with that type of residency. Okay? So I hope the information was helpful. Please let us know if you have any follow-up questions with regards to this particular matter. Take care and see you next time.